Okay, so if you have not guessed yet, this is another makeup tutorial. I'm gonna make my voice loud and clear this time. First things first, I'm gonna make this quick because I want my makeup tutorials to be short and concise. So I'm gonna start off first with a skin prep. I use a facial deep cleanser, which is pimple fighting, because if you zoom in, you can clearly see my pimples. So I'm just gonna rub it all over my face. We're gonna dry that for a sec, and we're gonna move on to the first step for our soft girl makeup look. So I will start off first by my primer. So when you do makeup, always make sure to start off with a primer, because if you start off with a primer, especially when you're applying foundation, and also primer also works if you're not applying foundation. If you start off with a primer, your skin will look silky smooth. So my tip is to start off with a primer. After we prime, the next and the second step is foundation. So we're gonna get a foundation which is lighter, a little bit light. So I'm just gonna put it all over my face, and I'll get a sponge to blend it out. I'm gonna blend off my foundation with this sponge. And after my foundation, I'm gonna get a concealer. My concealer is not that light actually. It's really not that light. So I'm just gonna put concealer under my eye. My concealer is really mini, but for our soft makeup glow, we only need a little bit. So these are the exact 3 spots where I'm gonna put my concealer. So make sure to blend the brush first before you use it, to ensure that there's no excess pigment. And the next step I like to do is that I want to put a little bit of contour, especially in my nose. For our soft makeup, we only need to use minimal contour. And because my skin is quite pale, I'm gonna get a grayer tone. We're not gonna make any skinny nose, we're just gonna make it straight. So for our soft makeup look, we don't need to contour our cheeks or our neck. We just want to contour our nose because it's like a soft makeup look. We want to look soft and youthful, so therefore we need to keep our cheeks looking luscious and plump. Next thing I like to do is I like to do my brows. So get like a brownish color, because I have quite thick brows. I like to get a brownish color because the brownish color makes it more soft looking, soft girl. I just like to brush it with this brush. Next thing I like to do is with my eyes. So I'm just gonna use the same palette. We're not doing a doe-in makeup, so I won't make an egg yolk sound. I'm just gonna put it under my eye to make my eye look bigger or seem bigger. This is a tactic if you want to have bigger eyes, by the way. And also a little bit on the corners to make it seem like a brown natural eyeliner. And if there are any excess, then let's just clean it off with our fingertips. The next thing I like to do is eyeliner. So for my eyeliner, I want to make it really light, really go in to our eyes. We want to make our eyes look dull and bubble like innocent, sweet, soft. So I'm just gonna blend it a little because I feel like the eyeliner is a bit too thick. So we're just gonna clean it off. Next things next, I'm gonna go put some mascara. This is the next step, mascara. And we also want to put under lashes. Make sure we don't leave any markings. The next step I like to do is blush. Of course, for a soft girl makeup look, we need blush. So I'm just gonna put it here and here. I'm just gonna mark the spots where I want my blush. Also over a little bit on our nose. I'm gonna blend the mark spots of the blush. I'm gonna use a bigger one because I feel like this one doesn't blend that much. So I'm just gonna blend it. The next step I like to do is I like to put some highlighter on the corners of my eyes and on my nose. Like, put around tip. Just gonna blend it. And the next thing I like to do is doing my lips. For the soft girl, we don't really lip line a lot. I'm just gonna use this glossy lipstick. If you have like a glossy lipstick, which is pink or like a little bit light red, then use it for your soft girl makeup look. Blend it outside our lips too to make it seem like our lips is plump and cloudy. The next things that I'm gonna use is setting powder to really set all my makeup. There's a huge difference. My makeup looks far more smooth with this setting powder. It's unbelievable. So the next thing I'll do after this is I like to really put an eyeshadow on my eyes. I'm gonna get this brush and get the excess pigment. And I'm gonna get this palette. I'm gonna get this pinkish, darkish, neutral tone. And I'm gonna put it over my eye. For my eyeshadow, I'm gonna put a bit of glitter. So get glitter like so. And put it over our eye. For your soft girl makeup look, then it's much better to put pink eyeshadow or neutral toned eyeshadow. For my last step, I'm gonna use a setting powder. So a little bit of my blush wore off, so I'm just gonna get a bit of the blush I used before and put it on my cheeks. And I'm officially done with my makeup. So this is the soft girl makeup look. I hope you enjoyed my video.